Since this is like my first official YouTube video, I figured I should put in a little bit of an introduction, or more so of an explanation. Number one, hi, my name is Cam. I am going to be starting my first year of college very soon, so I don't know why I decided to start up a YouTube channel, but mainly I like to draw and do speed paints and eventually do animation. But we'll see how long that lasts. Secondly, this is actually my first year joining Artfight. I've known about Artfight for a while, but this year I just decided to, and it wasn't even because of TikTok, because I deleted TikTok a few months ago. But I will say that it did reignite my love to draw, and that's mainly what I decided to focus on in this video. If you like that kind of content, feel free to subscribe. And now on to the video. To be or not to be? That is the question. Well, not really. I guess the real question is, should you participate in Artfight? Okay, maybe the answer is no, because this video is kind of late. And by kinda, I mean by the time I finish writing this script, Artfight would be officially over. So maybe instead this question should be kept as a keepsake for next year. However, I feel like I'm getting ahead of myself. Let me first explain Artfight. Now, Artfight is hosted on its website annually in the month of July, and for the entire month, artists of all different kinds of skill levels and backgrounds come to attack each other through art. For TLDR, it allows for other artists to draw fan art of each other, and the team with the most points win. To be honest, the points are not that big of a deal, because whether you draw a stick figure or a fully rendered piece, the way the point system is set up makes it so that you can contribute points based on time and effort, not necessarily skill. But enough about that. Artfight this year was particularly special. It blew up on TikTok. Now, not to sound like a hater, but TikTok, specifically art TikTok, does not have the best track record, like at all. And despite not even using the platform, I still heard about the quote-unquote drama on here and Twitter. Now, it is so easy to divulge into all the mess that happened, like the Mpreg fiasco, which, long story short, was just plain silly, and no one involuntarily got Mpreg of their OCs. But you want to know where I didn't encounter it? On Artfight. In fact, for my first year on Artfight, with not really having a following or advertising anything, I actually had like a great time. I know for me, Artfight allowed me to connect with other artists, draw OCs, and as a cool added bonus, see other people take the time to draw mine. I do want to acknowledge that I was incredibly lucky for people to have noticed me and my OCs, but to be honest, I think the most fun I had was clicking on the random character search tab and having the opportunity to make someone smile by drawing their OC. I know for me, my OCs mean a lot to me. I mean, if I'm being honest, and this is gonna sound a little crazy, I have not made a new OC since I was 14. And I turned 19 this year. Now, is this because I was writing Peak in my bedroom at 3 a.m. during freshman year of high school? No. It's because despite my OC's many flaws, they have been through with me through everything, even if some do not have a designated name. I think that's why I enjoyed Artfight so much. It was so interesting to see such a diverse group of OCs and see how much love each artist put into their characters. This is not to say that Artfight has never been controversial in previous years, and believe me, I do not want to overlook that in the slightest, but I also wanted to make this video as someone who has, for a while, been searching for that kind of art community. The state of the art community as a whole has been kind of sad recently. Platforms like Instagram have completely ruined their feed, and I am constantly seeing a reel of young artists begging for followers. TikTok has been you know, Twitter is a whole can of worms that I personally would like to avoid, and Tumblr, well, in my experience, posting on there hasn't been bad. It's just not the same. Artfight is not perfect, and while many people were worried by the fact it got popular, I personally hope it keeps its momentum for next year. All I can really hope for in the future for artists is a way for all of us to share our art and support our original ideas. Fan art can be a lot of fun, sure, but there is a beauty in original stories by people who are just like you. Someone in the room at an ungodly hour who's 3 Wikipedia articles deep into how you breakdance because they thought it would be a fun idea for one of their OCs. I'm not speaking from experience or anything. I am sorry if this video was a little hard to follow or not that entertaining to listen to. I did write a script, believe it or not, like I'm reading off of it right now, but I also wrote it and recorded it at 2 a.m. I just felt like I wanted to share my experience of Artfight and hopefully bridge some of those fears either new or experienced artists may have on participating. And lucky for you, there are plenty of more thought out and well-written videos, which I do plan on leaving the link in the description on if you want to start for next year. And by the way, you don't need to start on next year yet. Trust me, I joined like a week after it started and I was like completely fine. I really did not prep for it at all. Anyways, thank you so much for watching, and if you made it to the end of the video, feel free to subscribe. I do not know when my next video will be, but I did have fun making this one. Again, thank you so much for listening, and I hope you guys have a nice day. Ciao!